Let's talk to them. What is it? I heard some people a while back. They're over there. We should confront them. It seems like a bit of a hostile word. I want to help them. I see. In that case, I shall leave it to you. Okay, I wanted to go across the bridge and see what was that thing over there. Oi, don't we know you? Yeah, it's you. I ain't seen any other monsters like you. Wait, let her speak first, Lexi. I know you probably aren't happy to see me. Our meeting was not positive, but... Oi, don't go getting sappy on us, Miss Monster. After we woke up, we didn't think anything was off about ourselves until we saw that weird guy. The Hexer? He went on about this and that, explaining stuff. They mentioned you at some point, too. That's when we realized we were all the victim here. So we don't hold it against you. It was self-defense. You really don't hold it against me? Shit, we should be apologizing to you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy for you, Marcia. Hey, since we met them, why don't they join us? Join you? We intend to abolish the curse as well. Joining forces is safer, and if we were to find a cure, then all of us could be free. Sweet, I like that plan. We heard there was a big old place for that around these parts. But you got lost? Right. Anyway, nice to meet you and all that. Let's go. Wait. Can they... Oh, okay. I was like, do they actually join? Like, do we get 7 fighters now? Because that'd be pretty crazy and awesome. Somebody please help. Wow. I'm ever so sorry. Calm down. What's the matter? My parents, we were making our way through the forest when we got separated. I got scared and ran. I don't know where they are. Can someone please help me find them? Please, I don't know what to do. Poor thing. What do they look like? Can you tell us? Mom has hair like mine and green eyes. She was wearing a golden dress and a hat. Like yours? No, you would wear to the beach. What about your father? Dad has brown hair and a gray shirt. They're in a forest. Any humans likely them. Let us go. Of course. You really help? Thank you so much. Please let me accompany you. Alright, how do I get to that over there? Through here, right? Yep. But that makes me wonder, like, what happens if I were to go back and go up? Charging pip was found. That's all we can do because we can't go... Oh, actually, we can go past here. Rage pendant was found. Okay, sweet. So it was worth going back. I could just go this way. I was like trying to like figure out that puzzle, and I was like, should I go back and reset it? And it's like, no, why don't you just go to the bottom right? Alright, let me see what that item was. Maybe him to check with the rage. The accessory, right? Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Against untold power. However, one cannot control their thoughts in battle. Wait, what about her parents? Oh, her parents are... Okay, this way then, I guess. Alright. I guess we have to go fight them. Did I have any, like, memory stuff? What's this? A seed of some strange plant that grows your power. Okay. Orb that hasn't... Yeah, this is what I want to use. There we go. Level up everybody. There's a lot of these things. An ambush? I didn't notice them with the ones in front. We got you, boss. Take care of the ones at the entrance. Be careful, everyone. Alright, sweet. Wraith. Alright, let's, yeah, we're gonna burn everyone alive. Just burn them all with hellfire. And then, let me use that. Okay. What's the technique I have? Pure Mind. I want to steal. I want to steal from them. Debilitator. Huge power pass. No, I don't need to do that. Yeah, no, actually, no. We'll do a magic. We'll do... I guess a boost of magical might to Marsha for the next turn. And then technique. I guess that. Why is Zao not moving? Try Hellfire again. Okay, so Charlotte goes. Yeah, I'm not able to use Zal. Zal's not going anywhere. I'm not. Why can't I use him? Is it because of the pendant? Because he doesn't have any effects on him. I'll do another fight with the pendant and see if that changes anything. I love these guys, but they're so reckless. Who do they think keeps them alive? Told you we can handle it. Ooh, do you like me now? Hey, I'm going to go up ahead. Wait here, please. How you doing? That was pretty scary, right? Yeah, thank you for helping me. I don't know what I'd do without you. Hey, Zao. What? I was curious about the origin of your group's name. Why did you settle on that one? The group name? Oh yes, I wanted to ask too, but after the last time. I see, I may have mentioned it is a worldwide organization for tracking down dangerous criminals. Originally, someone considered calling it the World Order Regiment, but when we abbreviated that, you can imagine war was counterproductive. What is it good for? Very droll. Actually appears to be drained of color. What's the matter? I'm sorry there. No, you don't mean... I see. Thank you for trying in. I'm sorry for dragging you out. I won't impose on you more. Goodbye. Wait, I'll also escort you back to the city. We cannot allow a grieving lady to be alone here. Okay. Poor girl. Can we go check it out? Damn it. I wanted to see... Girls return safely and disbands the party. I mean, she was never in the party to begin with. I can sense a lot of holy magic. This whole town is full of powerful people, but I suppose that should be expected. Man, you can sense that? I'm glad these people are good. Wouldn't want to get on their bad side. No kidding, I hope they don't shoot on sight. It is unlikely unless we are hostile. Come on guys, be a bit more excited about this. After everything, we'll finally have you two cured. She's got a point. We'll be able to go home and kick our feet up. We're dawdling. Let us lift this curse immediately. Right, of course. Can I talk to you? Welcome to Edelweiss. What brings you here? Ready to break my friend's curse. This is a long story. My poor things. But don't worry, you've come to the right place. That's reassuring to hear. We should head up the stairs, right? That's right, darling. There's a temple at the top of here. Just stroll right on up. This feels like a trap. The race once wiped out an entire race. It's really scary how they run kingdoms, but the holy sage of Edelweiss will protect us. So we'll see if there's anything over here to collect. Best not wander off. I guess best not wander off. Yeah. Simply glaring you down. I'm guessing best not wander off over there. Alright. A monster. Yeah, I sense no hostility, only sorrow among you, my children. What has happened? No. If you do not wish to speak, then I shan't ask. Confess only if your heart would be lifted. Instead, I would inquire what brought you here. She's been cursed. We want to return her to a human. Can you do anything about it? Few of us have been, actually. Wait, is there anyone here who hasn't? Hi. Me neither. Human. Yes, I do sense a powerful curse on all but two of you. I'm able to destroy it, but be warned, curses are vile things. They infect their hosts to become one. become one. They will oftentimes lead the afflicted to evil actions, and if they give into the desires, then they will sink to the soul of the victim more and more. Thus, you must take care to resist the temptations. What happens if you don't? Too much damage has been done, then we cannot help. It will destroy the person too, not just their curse, but you would need to be a terrible, cruel, and unapologetic, monstrous creature for that. I could be destroyed? 0 is my number of crimes. Proceed? Yeah. Very good. Hold still. Are you ready? Marcia, we did it. Oh, I'm so happy. She's hugging you too tightly. Oh, I'm sorry. It'd be bad if I crushed you the second you became a human again, huh? I'm just so happy for you. She returns to hugging, a little less crushingly this time. It's good to be back. Good end. So ends the tale of Hexed. I thank you for playing to the end of our journey. However, before we say goodbye, I must give my thanks to all who made this tale possible. Remember Sephiroth, that also goes by the name of Eufolka, provided much of the music you heard. Okay, so it wasn't like a default music from the game, but actually something that they created. I mean, default music from RPG Maker, but actually something they created specifically for this game. In that case, again, like I said earlier, much props for the music. So I guess much props for Eufolka, because the music for this game was really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. I don't think there's been a track that I actually didn't like. Like, they've all been really, really good. So, yeah, huge props to, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, Eufolsa. But, you right there, huge props for the music, because the music has been really, really good. A link to their terms of service page can be found in the info folder located in the game file. Okay. There's also music files that are default to okay, so there are some default RPG Maker. Alright, so it's a mix of both. So it's default music and music specifically for this. Either way, the music is good. So whether it's default or specific, I've liked every little track that I've heard in this game so far. Like, there hasn't really been any... Yeah, I can't recall one that I didn't care for. Actually, this project uses Eonfly plugins, including Core Engine. Okay, so this is basically just a bunch of things. Mushroom Cake, 28 for the menu option. Terrax provided by Terrax Lightning. Provided the exit at title screen command. Okay. Alternate save screen plugin. Much of the art is default with the RPG Maker, but Talzon and Avery were essential pieces to this journey. Okay. Thank you to Marhorova for their encouragement and criticism on my work. It wouldn't have been possible without all the people mentioned there. Okay, so I guess this is like the little epilogue. It's a shame Zal didn't stick around. Well, I've skipped too much school, so they're probably not going to want me back. I think I'll learn healing magic with Lexi. Oh, by the way, I saw you had a book earlier. What does it say? Actually, yeah, we don't know what it says. I'll check that out in just a moment. It's nice you're the girl from before. Nice to meet face to face. You know, before I do anything, I'm gonna pop in to save, because I want to talk to everyone before I look at the book, but I don't know if like doing that will trigger anything. Debug was found. You're ready for playing until the very end. I decided that you should be bestowed what is basically a dev kit. You can teleport, add or remove party members, change the levels, and give yourself lots of power gear. Well, that's pretty cool. So this is my daughter's cute girlfriend, huh? Nice to properly meet you. Girlfriend? I don't know, I didn't really see it as a girlfriend relationship. I saw it more as like a friendship thing. But you know what? The girlfriend thing would have been interesting if you like took that further. Like, for example, you start off the story and, you know, you have Lexi and things like that, and Lexi becomes... You start off as a friendship between Lexi and Marcia. But then over the course of the journey, they start developing... their bonds become stronger and stronger until it becomes more romantic in a sense. And then what you should have done was you should have had the choice that leads to the neutral ending. You should have had that at the end of like chapter 4. So you should have had their friendship develop into a relationship, and you know they're in love, and like do actual moments and stuff that kind of show that. Like you had moments that show like Lexi like willing to stick with Marcia. Show it like mutual, and you can develop more situations like that just to really strain that bond. And then what you could have done was you could have had Marcia being given a choice like, hey, we can break your curse right now. The only problem is we would have to turn back time. So if we do that, it would undo the relationship that you had with Lexi. In fact, you could have even done it so that it wouldn't just undo the time for Marcia, but it would undo the time for Lexi as well. So it basically would be like, we can make you human, but you would have to give up your memories of being together, of your love. So are you willing to sacrifice your love for your humanity? And then if you say yes, that can be your neutral ending. And then if you say no, that can be when like the relationship strains even more, it becomes stronger, and then you go into episode 5 with them like, okay, like our bonds are strong, we're not going to give up on our love. Let's use it to break this curse in a way that allows us to still be together in the end. And then that could have led to chapter 5, going on adventure and having the huge build up to a big final boss battle, which eventually leads to the curse being broken and all their memories being intact. Like, that would have been a really cool way to go about this. So yeah, that's another interesting thing that they could have done that didn't happen. Again, I don't know how I feel about the neutral ending being in chapter 1. I feel like that's way too soon, because it's trying to make it like a bit bittersweet, because it's like you become human but you lose your memories of Lexi. But chapter 1 is too early to do that, because at that point we're not with Lexi too much. Like, Marcia is, but a lot of that happens in a time skip that we do not get to witness or play. So because of that, us, the audience, we don't really develop that much of a bond with Lexi until later on over the course of this journey. Because, I mean, by the end of the game, I do like Lexi. I like her a lot. I like all the characters. But it's not like, when I had that neutral ending, it didn't really hit me. It wasn't really all that impactful. Because it's like, I wasn't with this character for all that long, so it doesn't really bother me. But if you had done that at the end of chapter 4, where we've been, with a couple of hours with this character, then it would have hit a lot more. So I would have changed that. I would have made that moment happen later on in the game, rather than as early as the developers did. But yeah, that would have been a really interesting thing to take this in. It's a shame that they didn't. What a journey, huh? Alright, let's check out that book. So that's the change, like the difficulty stuff. It would be the Hexed book. For years, I have wanted to target a certain capital. They possess a weapon that supposedly grants incomprehensible power. Are they talking about like the gun? Naturally, I want this, but it's heavily guarded. Too many soldier for me alone to handle, but I found a way around this vexing issue. There is a curse to make people obey your every word. All you need is to gather an army of idiots. Seems to be a passage of time before the next entry. Continue reading, yeah. Enhance it so not only do they obey my every whim, but they are stronger. Humans are surprisingly weak. If I turn all of my minions into brainless goblins or biddable spirits, then it'll be mine before long. This has attracted attention, but that plays out into my favor, because now my army comes to me. Here I was thinking that maybe the book would like make us more sympathetic to this person, but nope. When I amass a couple hundred, I shall lay siege to those pig-headed knights who deprived me. There's more, yak. I have another vexing issue. A strangely stubborn girl fell to my curse, yet seems to be resistant to it. They all had some semblance of their mind intact, but most of them caved in and followed orders. This has shown no intent to listen. Thought making sure they got lost would break their spirit, but when we arrived in Rubra, they were even more resilient to the idea of submitting. Could there really be a cure for my curse? No, I refuse to believe my perfection could be topped. It's certainly just a bluff. Still, the looping rooms in other worlds aren't working. I need a more direct approach to this. If it really comes to it, I will destroy them myself. Broken meaning is better than a rogue one. However, their growth in power is... No, I can't be tempted at the potential I have to gain. I need to remember what it is that I have to lose. If I die and my backup fails, there will be no way to save myself. I just have to hope that it works. The third effect of my masterful spell is quite simple. I can overtake the body of anyone afflicted with it. It only activates when I'm dead, however, and failing during a test would be a terrible end to my glory. Nevertheless, it should work just fine. Clearly it had not, but I could have become that scumbag? Is that it? Did they say anything different now? Nope. You know, I feel a lot more confident about going to other worlds now. I even managed to find yours quickly. I just remember the first time me and Lexi warped, we went to Rubra without knowing it was in another world. Maybe that Hexer did something? Could be. How many other worlds do you think there are? Possible to say. I feel like they are constantly expanding every choice. At least a parallel world. Sometimes it seems like there are more alternate universes the next time I try to warp to one. So it's constantly expanding. That seems right. What were you studying at school before? We had a couple of classes. We had basic stuff like language, science, and magic theory, but we also had instructions for specific forms of magic skills. My instructor didn't have a specialization. He would learn about and help us new. My instructor didn't have a specialization. He would learn about and help us learn new powers. Let me make sure I read that right. Oh, okay, it's just the same thing. You don't say anything else? What if I rest? Okay, everything's the same. Okay, what if I step outside? I can't. Alright, so I guess that's just it. That's the end. So the thing before was already basically like the credit screen and stuff. Yeah. Alright, so there you go. There's Hexed. Big thanks to Honest Eyes for giving me a copy of their game to try out. You know what? I did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty good. I haven't played too many RPG Maker games, but the few ones that I have played, yeah, I would actually say this is probably the best one I've played so far. It was good. I liked the characters and stuff like that. I enjoyed the music in the game. I don't know which ones were default RPG Maker and which ones were made specifically for this game, but either way, I enjoyed all the music. Sound effects are good. Battling was good. Again, some of that is kind of default RPG Maker. Story, I'll say the story was good. I like how I'm assuming there's branching paths depending on, you know, if you decide to cave into your evil early from the beginning, whether you join with the Hexer or not, or also throughout the game, even if you don't join her, the more evil you become, different endings and stuff. So I guess some criticism would be that there are parts in the game where I wish I could have like explored more. Like you see buildings and stuff, but you have no access to them. I don't know if that changes if you go evil, but at least through this playthrough, I didn't have access to any of those places. Some of the quests are kind of like specifically the one where I have to get the Roguely Knife, Roguely Sword, Nasty Knife. I'm not a fan of quests where I have to get lucky with drops, especially since I did a lot of battles. Like I used the Ocarina. I want to make sure I get the name right. The Ocarina of Summoning. I used that like crazy. Like I cut all that out so you guys didn't have to watch. But I literally did that for like maybe an hour, trying to get a Roguely Knife and Roguely Sword drop, and I wasn't able to get one. I can only get the Nasty Knife. So I wish that quest was changed a bit so that, you know, there's another way of getting it rather than drops. I know the Nasty Knife, you can buy it, but you can't buy the other stuff. So I wish that got changed. Because, like I said, I absolutely hate quests where you have to get lucky. Where it's not like, you know, using your skill or even your brains. It's just like you have to just fight and just hope that you get lucky with a drop. And it's like anything that I realized specifically like on RNG in that regards, like I'm not a big fan of. So I didn't care for that kind of quest. So hopefully, like, you know, you can change that a bit to make that quest not easier, but make it so it's not just on luck. And I guess I also would have liked to go a little bit more into Marcia's head. Like I love the idea of the story of being hexed and basically becoming a monster, and everyone sees you as a monster. No one can really understand you except for Lexi because of the ring that she has. And so you're you're a good person, but everyone sees you as this horrible monster. How would that affect you? Like, how would that mentally, not just physically, but mentally, how would that affect you? So I would have liked if they did a little bit more of that. I mean, I don't know how, because this story, how do I explain it? It feels like they took an idea that can be very like philosophical, and then they kind of condensed it into not a kid's, yeah, but like a show for like young adults. So it didn't go as in depth as maybe it could have. I mean, again, the story itself, like I liked it, but I would have liked something like that. I would have liked something where we got more in depth on the philosophy between good and evil, and you know, trying to be a good person and doing good things while everyone physically sees you as a monster, and anytime you try to talk, they just hear, like, you know, they can't understand you. They assume that you're growling or you're being, you know, monstrous towards them. Like, I would have liked something like a little bit more like that, just like really get into the whole philosophy of, like, you know, of inner demons and all that stuff. So that could have been like a cool direction that they could have taken it. That didn't happen. Maybe there's something more similar to that if you go the evil path. I don't know. But at least I'm just going to be talking about the path that I took that you guys saw. There was none of that there. So I kind of really like that. I think the airship part happens way too quickly. I would have liked to see a little bit more there. Like that could have been its whole chapter instead of just like a little couple minute sequence. Also, the fact that there's no boss battle makes the ending kind of anticlimactic a bit. Like, I mean, I'm sure you guys saw, like, when I saw the ending, it was like, oh, that's it. It was like, I wasn't really expecting that. There's no, like, build up to it. So I would have liked more of that. Maybe don't have the Hexer killed off in chapter 1, because the Hexer is like the big bad. Like, I mean, they're the ones that cursed us and started this whole situation. So I would have liked if they came back later on. Like, you know, in the book it mentions how the Hexer can like jump into like people's bodies that they infect. So maybe they infect someone else. Maybe they infect Zal or whatever, and we have to fight him. Or maybe they infect Lexi somehow. Well, Lexi isn't cursed or anything like that, but they could, yeah, maybe they could have infected someone else. Maybe there could have been a character along with our journey besides Zao that's also infected, and they could have ended up being, you know, the Hexer in disguise. Like, once we quote-unquote killed the Hexer on top of the mountain, then maybe like before they die, they put their consciousness into someone else, and that person's along with us for the entire journey. And then at the end, it turns out, like, you know, I was the Hexer the entire time. I don't know if that's like too cliche though, but I guess I would have liked something with the Hexer, or something more involving the Hexer to be like the big bad. It doesn't have to be the Hexer in general, but maybe like the Hexer is working for someone else. But I don't know, it's like you introduce the fact that the Hexer can jump into people's bodies that they've infected. And I see where they were going with that, whereas like if we did evil, that would be the Hexer taking more and more possession of us. But maybe that could have happened to someone else. So then we get this big boss battle at the end. I guess it's just weird that we get a boss battle in chapter 1. We get 2 boss battles in we get 2 boss battles. One of them is super easy against the Hexer, and then one of them is against the dragon. And then that's it. There's no other like real boss battles. So it's just kind of, it's like 4 chapters of no boss battles, just random battles. So I kind of would have liked a difference there. Like, you know, like a good build up to an epic boss battle to end it all would have been really nice. So yeah, I would have liked just something like that. I don't know what else. Everything else, like I said, like those are kind of like nitpicks. So they're not anything that like really bring the game down. I would just say that the anticlimactic ending did kind of, I mean, it came out of nowhere, and it was just, oh, we're here, you're cured, the end. And it was like, I kind of wish that there was more. Like I said, like a cool build up to an epic boss battle, and then after the boss battle is done, you know, we break our curse and stuff. Maybe the Hexer could have been the epic boss, you know, and then once we kill her for good, because she's no longer around, everything that she cursed goes back to normal, and that's how we break our curse. Like, say you could have done something like that, rather than just, oh, we're trying to find this place. We found it. All right, give us your blessing. We're blessed. We're human again. The end. You know? But yeah, other than that, like I said, I really enjoyed the game. I thought it was good. So yeah, if anyone's looking for an RPG to play, something that's not too long, because this was maybe a couple hours, go definitely check it out. I'll leave information on where you can get it in the description down below. And also to any other devs out there, if you want me to do a video like this, if you want me to do like a playthrough and give feedback along the way and stuff for any games you're making, I mean, yeah, just if you want to give me either a free copy or like a demo that I can try out, I would be happy to do it. Again, my only requirement is just that I be able to give my honest opinion, because I don't ever want to lie about anything. So like, you don't have to pay me anything or anything like that. Just as long as if I'm allowed to give my honest opinion on your game, I will be more than happy to play it and put it up on my channel. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. That was Hex. It was good. I liked it. Like, I liked it. Like, I mean, I have some criticism for it, which you guys heard, but that didn't hurt the game for me. Like, I still really enjoyed the game. I thought it was fun. It was a nice little cute story. And yeah, it was nice. I liked it a lot, and I will be interested to see what other games Honest Eyes decides to make from here on out. So there you go. There's Hex. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, thank you to Honest Eyes for giving me a free copy of their game. Go check them out. Again, link in the description below. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. And I hope to see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Later.